Welcome back, folks. It's Jared and Bob. This is Sarcasm Speaks. We're coming at you on a Friday night. We don't do these as much anymore, but they typically smack. A slap? Smack is food. Slap. They slap. I feel like whenever we do the Friday night ones, they end up turning out pretty good. At least I enjoy them. So obviously, because it's a Friday night and we don't have anything else to do, we're hitting the bottle a little bit. We got what is today's show brought to you by?
Crown Apple.
Yes, I'll hold it up for the YouTube show.
It's the yearly Christmas gift I get from the same guy at the gym.
What was the year? It had to have been 2017.
We would have been in Axis.
2016 or 2017. Yeah, we were in Bridgewater, and you had accumulated like 3 different flavors. And we drank like all 3 bottles.
Oh no, that was here because we were doing something outside, and I decided that I was gonna drink the Crown Vanilla, but only in shot form because it was kind of nasty.
Yeah.
So I had the Avenged Sevenfold like double shot glasses.
Yep.
And I was strictly drinking it out of that, but it was here. I remember doing it off this island.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it was
And we were like running in and out.
Crown Vanilla, Crown Maple, and Crown Apple. We finished all 3 bottles in a weekend. Yeah. I don't know what we were doing. What were we doing outside?
I don't know. You know what? I don't know if I had... Oh, maybe I did have maple here. I've never had salted caramel. That's one. I hear that's pretty good.
Yeah.
We also had the maple for the Tiger Phil match.
Yes.
And I passed out.
You did.
I don't even know when.
And then
Christine
yeah,
asks Cunty Chris from the Masters episode, who their daughter was
like months old at the time.
3 months old.
Yeah.
Why does she smell like maple syrup? Oh, that's right, because we were all drinking maple whiskey and passing the child around. We were passing the child and the bottle around.
Yep. That's just a good day. That's a good time. Pass the child, pass the whiskey, you know. Kid gets a little loud, drink a little more whiskey.
I mean, she was only 3 months old, so what was she going to do about it?
Yeah, no, nothing.
Like, you're going here now.
Yeah, you're moving.
Why does she smell like maple syrup?
Well, funny you should ask. It's actually not maple syrup.
That's because we were drinking maple flavored whiskey. I say what you will about these. I'm not gonna claim that they're good whiskey. I do like Crown Apple though.
Yes. Ooh, wow, yeah. It's been a long time.
On ice.
Oh, yeah, it has to be on ice.
So the other thing too is when you're an absolute fucking piece of shit like us who can drink barrel-proof bourbon straight.
Anytime you put something on ice, it's like a fucking...
Well, not even that. It's just this is only, I think it's only 70 proof. Mm-hmm. So this is quite literally like half the proof of some of our barrel-proof stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 70.
This almost tastes like apple juice to me.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is there is no bite whatsoever to this at all.
Yeah.
Like none.
Yeah. But people that aren't giant pieces of shit like us probably would drink it and be like the first sip and go,
yeah, so gross.
you know, that thing.
And I'm literally drinking apple, juice, not cider, apple juice.
Yeah. It tastes like apple juice.
Yeah. What else got it on the rocks?
Right. Which helps.
Cuts it a little.
Which does help, yeah. But even it just being cold, like being cold makes me feel like it's apple juice.
It's really enjoyable.
I might be shit-faced before the end of this episode. I haven't eaten anything since lunch.
I shouldn't have brought the bottle over. I've actually eaten today. But I had to wait till after work because all that food I made today. So the food that I forgot to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also forgot to eat it. So I'm really crushing it on all cylinders. Which I guess it wouldn't have been the worst thing. So I got to go back to the gym tomorrow morning to ship out my loot.
Oh, yeah, your putter. Fucking eBay strikes again, dude.
So this is the funny thing. And so as a left-handed golfer, it's extremely difficult to find golf clubs.
Right. Shout out to Nick, also a lefty.
Is he really?
Friend of the show. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I do know that he,
I mean,
he hits it perpendicular to where he aims.
Yeah, he's also, I don't know, what, 4 or 5 inches taller than you?
Oh, yeah, he can't use this
putter. Yeah, I was going to say the club lengths are going to be way off.
Okay, so the other thing, too, is, so this putter, it's a Ping Redwood, which is a milled putter, which is what Scotty Cameron is. Mm-hmm. So that's it. It basically is a Scotty Cameron, just with a Ping name.
Without the brand, yeah.
Because some people say a Scotty Cameron is just a Ping answer, like, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't hold the name, whatever. So I bought this putter probably 3 years ago off eBay, $75, and there wasn't a lot of action. You don't see them all the time, but whatever, it wasn't that popular. You figure because lefties, there's not that many of them.
Right.
It's not that much competition. Well, for that exact reason, 3-4 years later, whatever it was, 2-4, I don't even know. I literally don't even know how long I've had this putter for.
Yeah.
But it's fucking disobedient. I had to sell it. Couldn't hold it. So I'm selling it.
With paper hands on the putter.
I list it originally for like $37.
Yeah.
This thing got up pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I saw like sales between like 80 and like $1.25.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. If I get like $70, that's pretty good. So I'm watching the bids, watching the watchers, and like this thing is getting like serious activity. So a putter 3 years ago that I bought for $75, buy it now, that no one else wanted.
Yeah.
I sold for $135 today.
Yeah.
Because there's more people golfing.
Right.
There's more people interested. More people got their stimmy checks. More people willing to waste money. Mm-hmm. And one of these putters, like, so it's like this person didn't necessarily get a bad deal because for the type of putter it is,
right.
The next comp is a Scotty Cameron. And a Scotty Cameron in that style, you're not getting for less than $300 right now, probably.
Yeah.
I would say $275, but I have a feeling everything's going to $300.
Yeah.
So, one, you can buy my investment tips anytime.
You're gonna Venmo clownface69.
Yep. But then it's just like it is crazy how the pandemic, like that's the thing is like, so it really fucked over businesses. It truly did.
Yeah.
Like businesses can't recover from this.
No.
The ones that couldn't recover can't.
Yeah.
The ones that could are good. But Jesus Christ, people are just willing to spend stupid money on shit. Because we've seen it with the cards.
Yep.
Where people are paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And even I just saw this today. There is a game-worn Michael Jordan jersey from 1982 when he was at North Carolina.
Jesus.
There is no other one that exists.
Because back then there was just one jersey, I would imagine they
honestly, probably.
Or I mean, it's been 40 fucking years, so
it's the only like this item is a one of one to this day.
Yeah.
And the guy that posted it goes, "This is going to be incredible." Because this might be the most expensive jersey ever sold.
Yeah. Yeah, now's the time. For whatever reason, it's like collectibles are hot. And not all collectibles.
Well, not for nothing.
I should say, like...
I mean, the government alone has given me $3,200.
Yeah, in the last 12 months.
In the last 12 months, the government has given me $3,200. And I don't think I've spent any of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've probably invested half of it. I think I've probably put about $1,500 in the stock market of that.
Which is smart. I literally haven't done anything because originally I was going to use it for the shed.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's true. Remember we were going to do that shed?
Yeah. That never got done because $1,200 wasn't enough to do it.
Right. Yeah, then we're just going to sell the house. So
I was saying then by the time we got the 6, I think we were planning on selling the house. So
yeah.
And then they give me 14. I don't even know what to fucking do with it. I tried to tell the club fitter, sell me new golf gloves, and he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. So I'm like,
what am I supposed to do with this?
That's like so much money for me. What am I supposed to do with it?
So I took...
And I'm not donating it. Don't fucking ask me.
No, fuck off.
Leave donating for people who are actually good.
Yeah, and people that actually have like real money.
You don't even need real money because $300 would go a long way for certain
Yeah,
places.
no,
but
that's
like,
fair.
I'm not donating because I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, I took half of it and I set it aside as like my golf fund. So I took $700 to like pay for shit. So like,
Yeah, I guess so. In
if you want,
fairness,
because I don't have a membership anywhere. So like, it's one of those too. Like, if you ever hit me up and be like, "Hey, I want to go play this place that's like kind of nice, but it's like $150 to play," I'd be like, "Yeah, sure." Like,
oh, you mean because I have the gift card to Pine Hills?
yeah, like money's not a problem now because I took 700 of that 14 and like that's my golf money.
So I guess I will say that is what I'm going to inevitably use it for because.
And I took the other 700 and put it in the stock market. So.
What did I do? Nothing. Because I'm gonna play some places and they're gonna be expensive.
Yeah, yeah. Well, now you know. If you're gonna play a place that's expensive, let me know.
Nah,
Unless it's
so
like
this one you ain't
there was
coming to,
there was
'cause
one you said that was like 300. That's like a really nice course. I'm not good enough to play that. That's a waste of money.
It's also a tour event. So
Yeah,
no, Pine Hills. If I go to because I have a gift card to Pine Hills,
I would say in
that,
the 150 or even like 175 or less range.
You would enjoy Pine Hills.
How much is it there?
I'm gonna ideally play after 130 where it's only $80, but
yeah.
full rate's $125.
Yeah,
it's
fuck me up.
probably
Because when we played Newport National,
yeah. Newport was 150.
it was 150. Like that was fine.
I think I need to give that another fair shake.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't like it when we played.
It wasn't a nice day. It was like gray, overcast. I think it was windy.
Is that what? Well,
I think
I remember the one hole was downwind because I fucking drove it over the green.
Yeah.
Par 4.
Yeah.
That was a fun hole.
I think it was
like
windy.
that hole.
It was like weirdly windy. And like I said, it was overcast. It was just gray.
Yeah, I don't know what I just really don't know what it was. I left that place very unimpressed, and I don't think that's a fair shake.
Were there a couple blind holes?
I don't remember it being that blind. And it should be right up my alley because it's wide open. Mm-hmm. There's area around the greens where if you do miss, you're chipping or it's short, you could putt. Like, it's not hard.
Right.
I don't know. I just left. I don't know. I felt unimpressed leaving there for $150.
That was before Steve's wedding, right?
Yeah. I don't know. But I think that I would give that one probably another fair shake. But if I go back and I don't like it, I'm not going back.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. I got a gift card to there too. But I think that you actually could. I think you could complete the foursome. It would be me, Nick, and Dan. Amy's.
Did she just buy 3?
I think so. I don't think there's a fourth. I don't think there's a fourth male in the family unless I'm messing up. Sorry, Mary, if you're listening.
She just bought you a gift card though, right? Not like not a foursome, right?
Yeah, just a gift card.
Okay.
And gave it to I think there's just 3 of us.
Obviously, the plan is, hey, the 3 of you guys go play.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, but if you wanted to complete the foursome, you would. I mean, you're significantly better than all of us.
Dude, I don't care about that.
Right. I mean, you play with me and Vinny and Dickie.
Yeah, I don't care. That's the thing. I don't care. There's a couple things I care about when I'm playing golf with people who are not. I'm going to say club golfers just because, like, there are 10s. I don't want to say single digit, but there's a couple things with non-club golfers that I care about. One is if the number's getting too high, pick the damn ball up.
Yeah.
2, if you have a shit lie, kick it to a better lie.
Yeah.
Like, don't do these shots.
Yeah, you're a fucking 22 handicap. Don't hit it from in a divot. Well, just move it out of the divot.
The other thing is, it's like
I do that shit all the time.
Like, a lot of the times, so we'll just use the 3 of you guys as an example. Like, none of you even hold a handicap.
Right.
Never mind 22.
Right. I think my goal for this year is to, at the end of the year, at least try and calculate a handicap. And I know, like, officially you need to be a member or, like, have somewhere do it for you. But what I mean is, like, I want to play this year as legit as possible. So, like, if I go out one day and shoot a fucking 54, like, that's what it is. And at the end of the year, I want to use, like, a quasi, like a calculator.
You can find a calculator. That's not hard.
Yeah, no, I know. I've seen them before. I know they exist, but that's my goal for this year. Because I don't have I'm not a member anywhere, and
You could also just put the formula in an Excel sheet and keep track.
Yeah.
Because you divide the slope by 120. I think you divide the slope by 120. You subtract your score from the course rating and then multiply that differential by the slope. And I think that's how you get your differential.
Yeah, got it. Pepe Lopez.
And
Pepe Sylvia.
Pepe Lopez is the
tequila.
And then once you have your differential, it's your 8, the average of your 8 best out of your last 20. That's how you calculate
your handicap. Yeah. I mean, I am definitely somewhere between 20 and 25. I would say. I mean, by the end of last season, I played pretty well. I still don't know if I would have broken 20. But by the end of last season, I was actually playing really well.
Yeah, so sometimes with that too, the course fucks you, and it's like a whole thing. Proper handicap manipulation is something that that takes years of practice.
Yeah. I'll just become a member at Sharon. No,
nope, no new members.
No new members.
No new members. Sorry, pace of play is a huge issue. I'm actually thinking about manipulating my handicap so that it always stays at 5.3. Because
is that the minimum you need to get into like a mid-am?
The mass mid-am is 5.3.
Yeah.
And then after that, I don't need a low handicap for anything.
Right.
So I was considering seeing if I can get down to 3.3 so that I can play Wannamoisit in Rhode Island for the U.S. mid-am qualifier. But the other thing, too, is I can manipulate that. That's no problem. But if I'm not playing to that number, I'm going to get a very nice letter from the USGA.
Yeah. That
basically just says...
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. But at 5.3, I play with a lot of guys that are like 1, 2. They're going to have to give me like a bunch of strokes, and they're not going to like that. Especially when it's like, just like... Yeah, you missed the random putt, or it's like, oh shit, we need to win. Hold on, I guess I can go low today. I'll just fucking fuck it up tomorrow.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, no, like I said, I think that's pretty much my goal for this year. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how everything goes. If I can actually afford to fucking play as much as I have been in the past.
There's always a way, dude.
There's always a way.
There's always a way.
Yeah, you figure it out. I played 75 rounds last year, and I count
just so you know, that is a shitload.
I count a round by 9 holes. So if I go play 18, I count that as 2 rounds. So I think I physically went to the golf course like 56-ish times, 56, 57, I think, sticks out in my head.
Just so we're clear, that is a lot of golf.
Yeah. No, I know.
It's not like, so you'll get out there.
But that's my thing. If I'm going to play that much,
in terms of,
I don't want to fucking suck.
No. True.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If Classic Gary fucks up another lesson and doesn't charge me for another one for some reason, I'm buying you one, because there's no way that this guy should be giving me this many free lessons.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what my schedule is once the weather gets nicer and I actually have to start working for real, like more again. But I might just call them on my own. Again, the whole money, money is going to become the issue this year with everything that's fucking going on.
Yeah, lessons can add up too.
Yeah.
But
even if, what is it? An hour and a half?
So an hour, what is he for an hour? Is he 80? 85? I don't know, dude. I haven't paid in months. He keeps fucking up, so I haven't paid him in months.
Yeah. Yeah, but but I mean, like, what are his times? Is it just 1 hour, or does he do 90 minutes?
I think he might do 90. So hey, full transparency.
Yeah.
His website says he doesn't offer 40 minutes. He does 40 minutes with me. I don't know if it's because I was with him for 5 years or what. Right. I don't know why he does it. Maybe it's because he is terrible at business. I don't know. Because I have expected to pay him To the people that don't know what I'm saying, like he has fucked up a couple time slots with me.
Yeah.
Or he had like a cancellation like day of. And I do the same thing with appointments. If I cancel day of on somebody,
Right.
yeah, I'm not charging them. I never would.
Right.
I know some fucking assholes out there will.
Right.
But he then gave me my next one free because he canceled on me late. I'm like, dude, you do not have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, no. He goes, I know what it sucks. Blah, blah, blah. I go, dude, it's all right. You filled me in the next week. It's not like
Right.
you had me 1 week and you were booked for the next 3, so I had to wait a month to see you. That's not what happened. You just plugged me in the next week.
Yeah.
And then one time he didn't put me on the schedule. That's
Yeah. So like my thing too is like if I go to him for an hour or whatever it is, and I only get 2 things out of it, then that's still a win.
well. I'll tell you, and if anybody out here golfs, if you are gonna see him, you need a plan for practicing what he tells you.
Right.
So if you have,
Like if he tells me like my fucking right foot is fucked and I need to fix my right foot, well now I need to I'm making shit up.
no, like, so what he'll tell you is he'll be like, all right, so I want you to picture, so it's like, okay, put a tee down in front of your ball. And I want you, we are right-handed. I want you to swing to the right of that tee. Well, you need to find a range or something where you can put a tee down and swing to the right of that tee. Because getting a lesson and trying to do that shit on the course, massive waste of everybody's time.
Oh yeah, no. That's
People do that
ridiculous.
though. People do that. They play golf once a week. Maybe it's a
Yeah.
league, maybe it's the weekend, whatever it is. They
Yeah.
go get a lesson. They maybe hit balls that day,
Yeah. And then that's it.
and then they try to do it on the course, and that's not it.
No, and I know we've talked about this in the past. Like when I first started getting into golf, I equated it to weightlifting because it's addictive like that. Because you chase that one great lift, like that one fucking snatch that you hit that just felt effortless, that was like weightless. Like you PR'd your snatch and it was like easy. Like that, you chase that. It is just like golf. It's the same idea. You chase that perfect shot, that perfect tee shot where you fucking nuke the ball, or the perfect 7-iron that you hit and you drop it 8 feet from the pin. It's the one little things that keep you coming back, that get you fucking addicted. And it's the same idea where you have to practice it. So like you can, like, I just using the comparison to weightlifting, like I was saying before, you maybe compete anywhere between 4 and 6 times a year. And outside of that, you're practicing. You're lifting during the week. You're doing what you know what I mean? So like, and then your coach tells you something and you might spend an entire cycle, which could be 4 to 6 weeks, on like that one thing where it's like, all right, well, you have a weakness on your second pull. So I want you to, for 6 weeks now, I want you to do snatch pulls from a fucking box. And it's like, oh, I fucking hate these, and I suck. It's like, yeah, well, that's why you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's things like that where I take that part from what I gained from a totally different sport, and I go to this guy, you know, a classic Gary, and if he tells me this one thing, like, you want to swing to the right side of the tee, all right, well, guess what I'm doing for the next 2 weeks?
Yep.
Going to the range probably 2 to 3 times a week, and that's what I'm doing.
Yep. And that's just that's what it has to be.
You know, like I'm not like I would never like go to a fucking coach, get a lesson.
Dude, people do. No,
I know,
because,
and I know I'm probably the exception.
yeah, because you have so when you get like that, you have a different mindset. Most
Yeah.
people don't have that.
My thing too is, like I said before, I don't want to suck. Like if I'm gonna go out and play golf 55 times in a year, I don't want to suck. When I hit a bad shot, it angers me to my fucking core. I get so mad. And when I hit a bunch of bad shots together in one round, I don't even want to be there. And I go, this is a fucking waste of time. This is stupid. I hate this. I can't hit a good shot to save my fucking life right now. I'm done. I just want to start drinking.
It's funny because you would think you make it seem like so obvious that that's how people think, and it's not.
Yeah.
because there are people, they take lessons and then they don't do it because they find dude, it's excuse making. That's all it is.
Yeah.
People find excuses not to do anything.
Right.
It's like, oh, I was gonna go, but like my daughter was home from college. Dude, she don't like you that much.
Yeah.
The fuck did you guys do? You guys spent every waking moment together?
Yeah.
You couldn't carve out fucking an hour and a half?
Yeah.
To drive to a range, practice, and drive home? You two are such buddy
Yeah.
that you two couldn't you couldn't step away?
Yeah, your 22-year-old daughter is all
Yeah,
about
I'm sure
hanging,
she really
about
wanted to
hanging
hang out
with her
with you.
dad. Yeah.
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 Or it's like, oh, work just got crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't pay for lessons if work's going to get in the way. Luckily, I can practice at work. That's what makes me so successful.
Yeah, there you go. But no, man, that's my thing. Like I said, like I don't want to suck. And even if my peak means I get to a 12 handicap, then so be it.
Okay, so one of the guys I train, he fluctuates between 14 and 18.
Yeah.
And depending on your frame of reference, 14 to 18, yeah, it's fine. I wouldn't call it very good. I also don't consider myself very good because of the fucking, again, frame of reference here.
Right.
But
you're very good in comparison to a recreational golfer.
correct. And so it's like if on any given Saturday, I feel fairly confident that if you drop me off at say Ritter in East Bridgewater, a very friendly golf course, very public, very accessible, very easy to play, mostly flat. There are a lot of bad golfers there.
Yeah.
So if you drop me off there on a Saturday afternoon in the summer, I'm fairly confident that I'm probably one of 10 people that are probably in the threes or below.
Yeah.
But you drop me off at a Mass Mid-Am, and I'm going to be trying like hell not to finish last.
Well, that was the same idea. I know I've talked about it before. We've back in the day on the show, again, tying it back to weightlifting. But like, I would, every single competition, I can't say every single one, but more often than not, I would podium at every competition I competed in the New England region, and I would qualify for nationals, and I would go, and I would do all this stuff. So like, I would be top 3 in my weight class any competition I showed up to in New England. Like you said, any given Saturday when I show up to this weightlifting competition, I know I'm probably going to finish top 3 in my weight class. I was just good. Like I don't know what to say. Like I was good regionally.
Plus, you were a good size.
Right. Yeah, not now. That was like 25 pounds ago. But literally 25 pounds ago. And then I would qualify for nationals, and I would go, and in a session of 35 people, I would come in 31st.
Yeah.
Or like in a session of like 19 people, I would come in 17th. So like I'm always going to podium in New England, and everyone was like, oh no, this kid. Yeah, this kid. When I was like 19, 20, 21, they're like, oh yeah, this kid. Yeah, this kid, when he goes to fucking nationals, he's a nobody. I was nobody.
Yeah.
I was maybe known in New England because I was always on the podium, but once you put me on a national stage, I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah, I'm a huge fucking loser. And
I'm 2 up from the bottom.
Well, yeah, and that's like, so we used to have a saying when we played Frisbee, which, if I haven't mentioned that, I'm a 2-time All-American. In Ultimate Frisbee, because we were fucking whale shit. But like, not for nothing, since it's club, Bridgewater State University is playing Providence College, UMass Amherst.
Right.
BC, BU, both.
Well, they both suck.
In one tournament.
Yeah.
UMass Amherst had strength conditioning for their Frisbee team.
Oh, sick,
couldn't get kids to go on the field.
We didn't have
to play.
We didn't have strength and conditioning for our NCAA Division III sports.
Correct. Our varsity sports didn't have strength and conditioning.
I was the strength and conditioning coach for the women's field hockey team.
Yeah.
While I was a student.
Yes. And when you did that, I was not playing Frisbee there. Mm-hmm. So we would go against these kids. Every single kid was like 6'2" or taller. Do you think we had anybody 6'2" or taller? Nope.
Nope.
We relied on a kid who was 5'11" and could jump pretty high.
Yeah. Was that Johnny?
Burke.
Oh, yeah.
It's like...
I know Johnny was pretty good, right?
Johnny was good. Like, but that was the thing is like our people could play.
Yeah.
There's just certain things that we couldn't do.
Yeah.
Like get people to participate. That was a battle for us. Amherst had like line changes.
Sick.
Like plays.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had
3 subs.
We had 3 people who were pretty good at throwing. And everybody else, it was like, we used to run certain times. And this is like early on, because when I joined, I think I joined my junior year. And there was like a massive turnover. Because I was like, Caleb and all them left.
Yeah.
And they were the starters.
Right.
Like, Rero was our captain. And.
Oh, wow. That's a fucking name.
Yeah. Like, Rero was the captain. Listen, he was fine. Like, he really was. But, like, with Caleb and them, he wasn't very good. Mm-hmm. And now he's our best.
Yeah.
And they're putting, like, me, Flounder, and Gagan out there. I know I'm dropping names so, like, no one knows whatever. But I think it's just... I hope you're getting a kick out of, like... Why? Who are these people? Like, why is he speaking like
it's
this?
a ragtag group. What we're trying to convey here is it's a ragtag
like Animal
group.
House.
Yeah, yeah. It is. It's Animal House going against UMass Amherst.
So, like, that was the thing is, like, Johnny, Rero, and Timmy would friggin' handle...
Timmy! I fucking love Timmy. You know, Amy knows Timmy.
North Attleboro.
He's from North Attleboro, yeah. I think they're the same age. Or he might have...
Timmy's a year older than us.
He was between Nick and Amy.
Yeah, because Amy's my age, so Nick's, I'm sorry, Timmy's 1 year older.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they would handle, and like, so me, Flounder, and Gagan, like, we can run. We know how to run. That's something we can do. Right. We can catch.
Yeah.
But we kind of really can't throw yet. So it'd be like downfield catch, and like one of those two would have to come barreling down.
Yeah.
So that I could throw like something quick to them. So that they could then throw. And then it's like eventually, we learned how to throw, and then we could actually like move the fucking thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're gonna go against a bunch of people who are 6'2", who have fucking strength and conditioning, and they all know what the fuck they're doing.
That's hilarious.
Hey, Jack, you want to come play? Nah, dude, I think I'm going to puke right now. Yeah. Sick.
All right, never mind.
Sick. I can't move my legs, but yeah, no, I'll stay in.
Yeah, no, it's good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I won't be able to walk until the next tournament, so.
It was co-ed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were there requirements like you had to have at least one girl on the field?
It depended on the tournament. Some so the field was 7 people, and
wow, only 7?
Yeah.
You played on a soccer field, right?
No.
Oh.
No. We practiced on a soccer field.
Okay.
So when we played at Bridgewater, what do they have? 3 soccer fields across or 4?
3.
Is that it?
Well, because you had the main field, you had the side field.
Not the turf.
And then you had 2 fields that went this way. Next to Tinsley.
Didn't they all just go away from the building? Like parallel?
Maybe. I don't know. It's been a while. I don't know. I got fired from there.
No, because we used to put like 7 fields out there. But I think it was only 3 or 4 soccer fields. And like when we played on the turf, we didn't need all the turf.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Frisbee field's that small? All right. So what I was going to allude to was you're playing on a full fucking soccer field with 7 people. That's a lot of fucking running.
Not.
But it's not.
But it's a smaller field. But if you've ever seen pro Frisbee, it's kind of like lull people to sleep and then throw it deep. Like that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
Unless you just like sit there and like bang, 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 like maneuver.
Right.
But depending on the field, so some tournaments were 7-0. Some were 5-2, which means you had two girls on the field. Mm-hmm. Those were tough. Those were real tough.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Our girls really didn't want to play.
I also would imagine that you don't have a lot of girls on the team to begin with.
There's not that many.
You might only have 2, which means they don't get subs.
We had a few, but again, it was the same thing. Like some of them didn't really know how to throw at all.
Yeah.
And then on the other team, one of the girls was their handler, and it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? How do we get on Frisbee?
I feel like there was a really missed opportunity there in the Frisbee world. naming it the handler versus the fondler. Like you should have been the fondler.
We're not fondling anything.
Like you're fondling a frisbee.
You're handling the frisbee.
You fisting the frisbee?
Not usually.
You fingering the frisbee?
Not really, unless you're going to give it one of these.
Give it a twirl. I don't know. I feel like in a sport like frisbee, like they should have had fun there.
Okay. We had lots of fun.
No,
By the way,
I mean with
hold
the
on.
name. With
By the
names,
way,
like calling it fucked up names.
the reason I even brought up frisbee was to say our one goal was no bagel. Going back to the weightlifting.
Yes, because the goal would be not to bomb out.
Right.
Like I don't want to bomb out, which
and you don't want to get
Yeah.
bageled, aka scoring 0.
0. Yeah.
And if we thought we were in fear of bageling,
Yeah.
we did what was called the Great Escape. You pack up the car, you send your 7 people out on the field, they throw the disc off, and you run them to the fucking parking lot.
That's awesome. So you just forfeit?
Yeah, it's a forfeit at that point.
Yeah. That's
I mean, you're leaving.
Yeah. That's incredible. But yeah, no, it's the same idea. Like weightlifting, you don't want to bomb. Like there's nothing more nerve-wracking than, so for anyone that's not familiar with weightlifting, you get 6 lifts. You get 3 snatches and 3 clean and jerks. Without getting into specifics, like that's pretty much how it goes. There is nothing more nerve-wracking than missing your first 2 snatches, because snatch goes first, then you get a break, and then clean and jerks happen later in the day. There's nothing worse than missing your first 2 snatches and going out for your 3rd snatch and being like, well, if I don't hit this, that means I don't get to total today, which means my clean and jerks mean nothing. So I could go out and hit a PR, a competition PR in my clean and jerk, and it means dog shit because I don't get to make a total.
Yep.
And typically in weightlifting, you have what's called an opener, which is a number that you open
Definitely can hit.
with something you're definitely going to hit. And when you miss it, you're like,
Oh, shit.
that was weird. I'll get it the second time.
But second, usually it goes up.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, you missed your opener. It's like, fuck it, you're here. Like,
Yeah, you can retake it. You can do, there's some, like I said, without getting into specifics, like there's
can't go down. Can't go down.
You can't go down. The bar only goes up. So you can either retake the same weight or you can go up a little bit to give yourself more time, whatever. I love coaching weightlifting. It is one of my favorite things of all time because I get to like turn my brain into like autistic mode and start looking at numbers. And like, like Zach Galifianakis, like the meme from that, like that's what I see when I coach weightlifting. And I'm like, this person, and it helps at local meets because you know the people and you know the coaches. So you're like, all right, my lifter is here and my lifter is opening at 70. The next lifter is opening at 72, but I know that coach. I know that coach is a piece of shit. And so if we miss our opener at 70, and I go to 72, 73 or 72 to buy more time, they're going to buy up. So I'm not going to move my lifter up if he misses his opening lift. And this is like, I love this. Like the mental gymnastics that goes into coaching weightlifting is my favorite fucking thing in the world. And I love it.
Dude, you should start a
so
team.
much. Yeah, I should, because it's so lucrative.
Dude, you should start a team and like coach it.
Yeah, remember when I did that?
Why not? So something you could do to supplement it too is sell like online programs.
Yeah, and like t-shirts and shit too.
So we always have a saying at the gym because I always get a kick out of
don't do what Iron RX did.
Well, no, it's not don't do what Iron RX did because you guys actually did some good stuff.
We did.
You also did some fucking bad stuff.
Like I know I'm biased because it was my business, but I really truly believe that we were just too far ahead of our time. The shit that we were doing became popular like 2 years later. Which is now we would have
because of the COVID shit.
We would have had to have end and close and everything.
But that's the thing is like you were with the time.
No. What I mean was like the combination of like the PRI and the myofascial release and like breathing. So we were doing that in 2016. And then by 2018, it was all the rage. Like if you look at the Perform Better Summit booklet, everyone was talking about that shit in 2018, where we were doing it in 2016. So no one valued it. Everyone was like, yeah, that's cool. It worked. Like the people that did it, it worked and we had good success and whatever. But no one cared because no one was talking about it. And people didn't start talking about it until 2018.
Well, also, in fairness, the real issue is you ran out of resources.
True.
That was the problem. It wasn't the product. It wasn't what you were doing. It was you ran out of resources. Now, someone could get up on their high horse and be like, well, if your business was tighter, you would have been able to make that revenue. It's like, okay, well, it wasn't. And we didn't. And we ran out of resources and motherfuckers needed to eat.
And I was 23 and Derek was 25. And what happens when you get a 23 and a 25-year-old running a business for the first time in their lives? Learning business on the fly, by the way. We both had master's degrees in exercise physiology. And we're learning business on the fly.
Yeah. I was 25 when I started.
Yeah.
Hey, and look at me now. I will say, so I got my new license today.
Yeah.
Fuck. I do not look like I just aged 5 years. It looks worse. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. I look at my license that I took when I was 26, which was 3 years ago, and I'm like, I don't look like that now.
I'm like, dude, I look fucking like...
And that was 3 years ago.
And it's just... So, true, and in all fairness, obviously I've gained some weight because I was super light when I was 26. Mm-hmm. Like
There's a thing that happens with men in particular, and I don't know what it is. I think growth hormone, for some reason it's sitting in my brain. I think growth hormone peaks in men between 28 and 32. So like testosterone peaks at 21.
Okay.
And I think growth hormone peaks somewhere between 28 and 32 because it goes back to the dad strength thing.
Yes.
Where like as you get older, like if you look at someone when they're like 24, 25, 26, and then again when they're 32, you get wider. Like something happens where you're like in men in particular, you get thicker.
That's interesting. I thought it was all the shit eating I've been doing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be that. I mean, not that has nothing to do with it, but I'm pretty sure somewhere along the way I've learned, I've read or I've heard.
Well, you hear every idiot, who's like, when I was a kid, when I was 20, it's like, yeah, okay, you were super lean, like, yeah, shit happens,
right.
I was saying like, so obviously, yeah, okay, so I'm probably up maybe 15 pounds in the last 5 years or so. I need to rein it back in. Golf clothes need to fit again, but whatever.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm actually on the way down. I weighed in yesterday at 190.1. That is the lowest I've weighed since like early 2020. Probably this time last year is the last time I was 190. Since then, I've been 192 plus. And then at many points, I've been 200 plus.
Quarantine was not good for me.
Yeah, no.
Not good for me.
No. But I haven't been trying. Like, I haven't been
I've
trying.
paid no attention to it.
I haven't been trying to lose weight. I've just been like sporadically stepping on the scale. And like a month ago, I stepped on the scale and I was like 193 and a half. And I was like, oh, that's low. That's lower than I expected.
Yeah.
So then like a couple weeks ago, I was like 192. And then last week I was 191. And then today I was like 190 point whatever I just said. I don't even know. I'm kind of drunk already. But I was like...
You don't say.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, I'm not trying to lose weight, but I'm losing weight.
Yeah. Well, I will say, again, like when I was like I'm talking like just like in my face, you can tell. It's like, wow, do you like sleep like shit and under extreme stress?
Are you stressed?
Didn't know I had anxiety until like probably 6 months ago. It's like all types of shit like that, and you can just like I just like see it's like my eyes is where I really saw it. I'm like, wow, and then I'm like, fuck, I'm starting to look at my fucking dad.
I've always had discoloration below my eyes.
Yeah.
So just like normally, like I would just have dark circles under my eyes. And then like anytime I don't sleep good, it's like purple. So I'm like, all right, sick. Well, my baseline is like, you look like you don't sleep. And then when I actually don't sleep, it's like, are you a secret like
crackhead
or bare knuckle boxer? Like you look like you have two black eyes. Like where did you get those from?
Oh, actually, it was my bed last night.
Yeah.
And the lack of sleep I had.
Yeah. So I'm fucked, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm fucking fucked too.
Fuck it.
Dude, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's like, not for nothing. If you don't go through this type of shit, you don't live in the real world. I'm sorry.
No.
And I don't give a fuck what Tony Robbins or any fucking life coach out there tells you.
No.
If you aren't fucking dealing with this shit, then you don't live in the real world, because
there's something to be said for having a fucked up life. Obviously you don't wish a fucked up life on anybody or like struggles.
No.
But there's something to be said for someone that goes through struggles and comes out the other side and perseveres. So I had this conversation the other day about like people that live, because right now in the media, there's this whole thing about privilege and white privilege and all this shit.
This?
Can I piss? Yeah, you can take a piss? Yeah. You're good. You're good. So right now in the media, there's this whole thing about privilege, and specifically white privilege, where, you know, people are saying like, oh, these people are privileged. You're privileged. Well, I'm white, and I know my life, and I know how I grew up, and I wouldn't consider myself privileged in 8 ways out of 10. You know, 20% of the time, I would say my privilege has come to help me, I guess. And maybe that's 18% more than people that are non-white or whatever. That's not my point. But, you know, the way I look at things is there's something to be said for somebody that has lived a life of struggle. And it could be anything, like me in particular. Like my dad died at a young age. So I'm out there, and now all of a sudden, I was an only child. Now all of a sudden, I am an only child of a single parent who the surviving single parent made significantly less than my parent who died. So now money becomes a problem, and things happen, and life shifts. And I had to get a job when I was super young. I started work when I was 13 years old. I got my first job. It was under the table, obviously, because it was like kind of hush hush, whatever. You know, you're 13.
Oh, dude, you didn't get a legal job when you were 13?
Yeah, no, weird, weird, right?
Strange.
Yeah, they had me stick my little tiny hands. They had me stick my tiny hands into areas.
Did you work in the coal mine?
I was in West Virginia. But there, like I said, like there's something that happens to people when you go through a traumatic experience. And the way I look at it is you can go almost one of two ways. Is you can either succumb to it and become a woe is me person, or you can triumph over it and say, I don't give a fuck what life throws at me. I'm going to beat it. I'm going to be better. And I chose the latter. I was just lucky enough to be able to get through to the ladder.
How tall was this ladder?
Not that tall. I'm only like 5'8". Technically like 5'7" and 3/4, which makes me mad every time I go to the doctor. But I round up to 5'8".
Dude, just don't go to the doctor, and then they can't measure you.
Yeah. I think one time they were like, yeah, you're like, what's 3/4 is what? 6/10. I don't know. It's something weird. I don't know what it is in millimeters.
6/8.
Is 5/8 less than 3/4? Yes.
Wait, 5/8 and 3/4?
5/8 is less.
5/8 is less, because it would be 6/8.
So technically, I am 5'7" and 5/8. And I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? So that's why I rounded. Whatever. Dude,
it's your height. You can do whatever you want with it.
Talk about a digression. But what I was saying was that, you know, to go through something shitty means something. Like that has significant value to people's lives. And it's not to say that people that don't have to go through something shitty or never do makes them a bad person. Like, if someone lives their life and, yeah, don't forget to fill my glass.
Shut the fuck up.
If someone goes through their life and is quote privileged, like, you know, they've never lost a parent or an uncle or a sibling or nothing, like they've never experienced loss, or they've never experienced money struggles, or they've never experienced anything, it doesn't make them a bad person. What it does is it just means they don't understand how life actually works.
No, and
how you learn how life really works when you experience trauma.
Well, there's also like, so I have both. And so like my brother died when I was 17.
Yeah.
But there's also a way softer level of experience, and because like a lot of the parents and the kids at the gym, they kind of like freak out when I get talking, because this is why I shouldn't talk. But because a lot of them went to a nice school.
Right.
A lot of their kids are going to also go to a nice school.
Right.
Well, I went to Bridgewater State.
Yeah.
There was also a little thing, and I know we probably talked about this on the AP class. Dude, when I was in the 6th grade, I decided Salem State was good enough.
Yeah.
I could have went to Florida State, which is where I wanted to go.
I didn't want to go to college, and I was talked into
either.
going. And
My guidance counselor wouldn't sign off on me.
And this is my privilege showing. It probably is, but being a child of a single parent household with a traumatic like event where my dad died when I was a kid, I wrote my college essay about like my life, and I got in everywhere I applied. I got into Syracuse, Northeastern, Endicott, Merrimack, Bridgewater, and I forget what the 6th school was. I applied to six schools, and I got in all 6. And when I told people I was going to Bridgewater, everyone was like, like, you want to talk about like the Kingsmen at the end, when their heads just explode. That's what happened to people when I told them I was going to Bridgewater, and they were like, "Why would you go to Bridgewater?" And my response was, "Well, it's the cheapest, and my friends are there because you and Bill were there."
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. Dats and Jimo was too at the time still.
Plus, at that point, you'd probably met fucking Jones and Dickey.
Yeah. So I was like, I know people at Bridgewater. My friends that I grew up with are at Bridgewater. Like, that's where I want to go. And it's also the cheapest.
Yeah. Well, and like part of it is, it's like, oh, wow, you decided in the 6th grade, like, you know, that was good enough. I go, yeah, but please remember that my parents didn't go to college.
Neither of my parents went to college either.
So everything that they ever bitched at me about was because they wanted to ensure that I would.
Yeah.
Because
I'm convinced, because I like to play the what if game because I'm a fucking psycho, but I'm convinced that if my dad never died, I never would have went to college, because my dad was pretty pragmatic. And at the end,
he would have realized, like,
at the
you're
end of
not
the
going
day,
to school for exercise science. That's fucking dumb.
He either would have told me no to exercise science, or he would have said, like, what do you really want to do? Because as much as he was pragmatic, he always just let me do whatever I wanted.
Right.
And he was like, what do you want to do? Not to say that my mom didn't do that, but once he was gone, all of a sudden, like, people in my family suddenly had more influence over the situation. Whereas if he had never died and I had looked at him when I was 16 years old and was like, I don't want to go to college, he would have had the tough conversation that would have been like, well, then what do you want to do?
So what are you going to do instead?
Because you're not going to go be a fucking trash man. You're going to give me a good example of what you do want to go do.
Yep.
And then we would have went from there. And then that's how things would have went. But like I said, that's the what if game, and that doesn't matter.
Well, I was also talking with a couple of guys at the gym today because their kids are starting to drive. Mm-hmm. And one of the guys is saying, he goes, it's just different, man. Because one of the guys he has two daughters, they must be twins. Bought them a Toyota Corolla, whatever. And then Mike's like, dude, the shit that I did when I got my license,
oh yeah,
is appalling.
Yes.
He goes, laws, didn't matter.
No.
He goes, where I went didn't matter. But he also grew up at the time when kids were like basically fucking raccoons. It's like, what's rustling around in the trash?
Yeah.
Mike must be out there. It's like...
We even did stupid shit, though. Not compared to our parents.
But
our parents did way more stupid shit than we did. But we still did stupid shit.
But the thing was... And
it's part of being a kid.
So I use this as an example because my father used to bitch at me for like, you know, oh, you're not supposed to drive anybody and you're supposed to like drive the speed limit, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, but his only thing was he was very concerned with me potentially losing my license. He wasn't concerned about my health, my safety, anyone else's safety.
Right.
He just didn't want me to lose my license so I could continue driving to work, drive to school, drive to wherever. He didn't want me to lose that.
It's a pain in the ass when you don't have that.
Yeah. But that was his big thing. Yeah. It had nothing to do with, again, anyone's safety, law obedient, whatever.
Right.
It was don't lose your fucking license.
Right.
Which was the same thing with college was they didn't really care that I had gotten a C, but they were very concerned that I wasn't going to get in somewhere. Fucking, they had no idea, but
yeah.
They had no idea like how bad of grades you can actually have and still get in.
Right.
But that was like their whole thing was like, you're going, so you better get fucking good grades.
Yeah. Which has shifted because we know like Clovis and like Clovis is we'll call it a generation.
Yep.
He's 4 years younger than me, so 6 behind you and Bill. He had friends that got denied from Bridgewater. And
we had kids.
And I was like, you get denial letters? Like Bridgewater types those out?
So we had kids at Medford High that we graduated with denied from Bridgewater, accepted to Suffolk.
Really?
Because Bridgewater, as a public school, everybody applies there.
Right.
Everyone.
Right.
And they're not going to take everybody from the state.
Right. No, that makes sense.
So that's why some people used to get denied from a state school, but into a private school. And truthfully, it's out of their control. It's just a timing thing.
Yeah.
If you apply too late, then they give away all their spots. That's all it is.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's actually a good point. I didn't even think of it that way. I just remember the story of people getting denied from Bridgewater. Yeah, people get that's a thing.
But like that's the thing. There's so many people from Massachusetts applying. It's what are you gonna do?
Yeah, college is a fucking sham.
Yeah,
yeah,
like marriage.
Yeah, everything's a sham.
I'm a fucking sham.
I don't know. You want to wrap this bitch up?
Did we even talk about anything?
Nope.
We didn't talk about anything for like an hour, did we?
We rambled for an hour. We are at 57 minutes and 45 seconds.
And we didn't talk about one thing, did we?
Nope. We just shot the shit. We were shooting the breeze. Do you ever listen to Toucher and Rich when they shoot the breeze?
I don't listen to Toucher and Rich.
We were just shooting the breeze for an hour.
They get real off the rails. We're super annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have a final thought, but let me go with one. And I think it pertains to a little bit about what's going on right now, too.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it has made normal people lose their fucking minds, which I know is true. Yeah. I know it's true. I know we've been saying that, and people are crazy, but
common sense needs to get rebranded to uncommon sense.
Or common sense doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But so I had a guy at the gym, and he goes, "This is Captain COVID, Captain COVID." Like,
yeah,
he actually, and just to give you the frame of reference, in January, I spoke with him on like a Saturday. He goes, I'm at a tough crossroads. I go, "What's your tough crossroads?" Not that I give a fuck.
Lay it on me, champ.
You're gonna tell me anyway, and I don't fucking care. He goes, my boss is one of the worst offenders of anything COVID protocols. I'm like, okay. He goes, no masks, no distancing, no barriers, nothing. He goes, he's doing nothing. He goes, I don't feel super comfortable going in the 2 or 3 days that he was going in. I'm like, okay, so what's the problem? He's like, well, I want to keep coming here. I'm like, okay, get to the point.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I feel very hypocritical and uncomfortable coming here, but saying I'm not comfortable going to work. He goes, I'm not comfortable going to work, going into the office, but I'm comfortable going to a gym. He goes, I feel super hypocritical, whatever.
Yeah.
So he took like 6 weeks off of coming in.
Yeah.
Like we gave him shit to do in his fucking basement.
Yeah.
That guy goes, Bob, got my first vaccine. He goes, once I'm vaccinated, I'm going to come over there and give you the biggest hug ever. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa. Still highly illegal. Remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that. Like, you know, I won't be vaccinated, man. You'll be vaccinated. That is my fucking evidence that people have completely lost their shit. And all the people that were like, well, this isn't about me. This is about everyone else. And this is about the greater good. No, it fucking isn't. No, it fucking ever wasn't.
Yeah.
Good English.
Yep.
My English is well. So just thinking like that, well, if this is about the greater good, you shouldn't want to come over there and hug me. I'm not vaccinated, man. You might give it to me because that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
But no, the vaccine is going to finally show everyone this is all about you. This is all about the selfish fucking aspect.
This vaccine is about me.
I'm going to do me.
2021 and the vaccine is about me.
Until now, it was all about everybody else. I was just doing what everybody else wanted, what everyone else expected. Now it's about me. No, but my point is, all the people like well, you're going to kill my grandmother. And it's about, again, I don't want to spread this thing.
Yeah.
Never was the concern.
No.
Never was the concern. Never was. Never will be. I fucking knew it wasn't.
No.
Because I know everyone's a selfish prick.
That's all it is.
Maybe
is
I'm
people,
just fucking enough of a prick to realize that
people
everyone's
that
a
are
prick.
getting the vaccine are getting the vaccine because they want to go
For
do shit.
them.
They want to do it for themselves because they want to go travel. They're like, yo, I booked
Did we
this.
talk about this?
They're like, yo, I booked this vacation in like July.
We did.
So I got to get fucking vaccinated so I can go on my July vacation.
Yeah, it's like the woman who came into the gym a few years ago. It's
People
like,
don't care about other people.
I can't believe my son's playing football. Now I can't go live in the Cape all summer.
Yeah.
Wow. God forbid.
Right?
Wow, what a fucking tough life. But we're starting to see it now because there was one guy he goes, well, I booked my appointment. He goes, I kind of feel bad because, you know, I'm an essential worker, but like, I'm really not essential. Like, I really shouldn't be getting in line. Did you give your spot back?
Yeah.
Did you give up your spot?
Yeah.
Did you give it to someone who needs it? Well, I'm like, nah, I was fucking with them. I go, dude, they're going to throw these shits out
I was
anyway.
just
You
going
might
to say,
as well just go.
because you know they throw away vaccines at the end of every day, right?
I think there have been people who just go and like lurk in the pharmacy.
Pharmacy.
Lurk in the pharmacy.
Lurk in the pharmacy like McMurray. Vote McMurray. God damn it, fucking vote for me, McMurray.
They lurk in the pharmacy at the end of the night, waiting for whatever they're going to throw out. Speaking of, we want to go to CVS? I think they close in an hour.
Yeah, yeah.
We can all get vaccinated.
Yeah, we can lurk in the parking lot of our cereals so we can go vaccinated.
What's the effectiveness if you've drank a bunch of Crown Apple and you go and get poked?
I think it makes it more effective.
I think so too.
I think you only need one of the two shots. Is it like getting a tattoo where you show up and they're like, "Sir, are you intoxicated?"
Nope.
I'm
enough.
good. All right, cool. That's good enough for me. Hey, everybody.
Well, you're bleeding a shitload. I don't know why.
I don't know, man. I just couldn't tell
Thin
you.
blood.
Yeah. Oh, I'm type O. You start making shit up. Yeah, everyone knows type O
Yeah,
bleeds
it's
more.
the thinnest
Yeah.
of the bloods.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. I thought you were a phlebotomist. You fucking idiot. Well, this is the point in the show when we go off the rails because we've been.
This is the point where we go
drinking.
off,
No,
or
no.
we're already off.
No, this is the point where we fucking.
I was climbing out of the cab.
Yeah. This is the point where we need the jaws of life to get us back.
Oh, come on. We're not that fucking lucky.
No.
We don't need jaws of life. We'll just walk away from these incidents
Yeah.
scot-free.
Scott. Remember we had Scott on the podcast?
He was great.
He was, wow, man.
He was awesome.
I really want to get him back.
Bring this shit to Winthrop. Let's go see him.
Yeah. We're about to get mobile, so fuck it. Let's just go to Winthrop. No,
Kinda.
he lives in Lowell now.
Oh, ew.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. They moved. They also took advantage of the fucking market. And
Yeah.
they sold the house in Winthrop and they moved to Lowell.
What an upgrade.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's the nice part of Lowell.
The Drake side?
Yeah.
Heard you talking about that earlier.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I don't know what I want to use for my final thought. Do you think we're actually gonna record tomorrow? Like, if we do, we have to do it early, right?
Me and you?
Or whoever's here.
Genuinely, I don't think that's going to work.
So Tony and Derek are coming early.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, so we might be able to get like a coherent episode in.
Chris Healy's coming early, too.
Yeah, but whatever. Fuck Chris Healy.
We'll just give him a bottle and he'll fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Actually, he has to go skating with his daughter later, so I think he has to be under control.
Yeah.
Which for him is like 7.
So I'm going to roll with this one. Yeah, I'm going to, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to save the one for tomorrow. Because I know Nikos was like, "Oh, dude, are we recording tomorrow?" In like our group chat.
Not by the time that he gets
and I
here.
said, "You like pre 3:00. Like if we're gonna do an episode tomorrow, we have to do it before 3:00."
Yeah, I'd say as close to 11:15
I was gonna
as
say,
possible.
yeah, I was gonna say as close to noon as we can get. So I'm gonna go with. I wrote down, so please feel free to step in because I wrote this in.
Your take sucks.
As a victory lap ?
Victory lap ?
Air travel is back to pre-pandemic levels. Did we talk about air travel?
I don't think so.
Did I write this down? When
As
I
a
was
loyal
shit-faced?
listener, producer Michaela, what do you got?
Welcome, Michaela.
Hey, I don't remember. I don't think you did.
We might have
had
talked about their stocks
yeah,
and bonds.
stonks. There had to have been some sort of fucking relay or something about talking about air travel and like once air travel gets back to normal, things will start to change. Or we talked about like traveling on a plane. Like there had to have been something going on. Like I don't know. I'm looking at our sheet that we have because hey, this is how the sausage is made. We have a fucking Google Doc with like a bunch of fucking shit on it just in case we need to fucking pull some stuff. And I have victory lap ? Air travel is back to pre-pandemic levels, which regardless, hey, everybody, all the airlines are back to pre-pandemic level travel.
What about their stocks?
I don't know about the stonks, to be fair. But I did see that there were 1.3 million people that went through TSA last week or the other day, whenever the article was published. So I was like, "What? That's a lot of fucking people."
Yeah, what does that compare to?
Like I don't like. I think.
Well, let's do this. Let's break this down.
I think maybe we talked about people don't give a shit anymore.
Well,
people are gonna.
Yes, keep coming with that. You keep coming with this.
Yes, so maybe that's the victory lap I was talking about. Maybe I was a victory lap for me.
Love this.
Maybe it was a victory lap for me.
Undrunken recall.
Yes, that I said that people don't give a shit anymore and they're still booking vacations and they're still traveling and they're going and they're like, you know what, we're done. I'm going to get vaccinated and I'm going to go and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. Because this is a fact, not opinion. Air travel in the United States is back to the same level it was pre-pandemic. And we are still, quote, if you're watching on the YouTube show, make sure you click subscribe and like and comment. We are, quote, you can watch me doing the quotes.
Who gave this kid the crown apple?
Pre-pandemic levels of air travel.
Well, I'm going to do... So I work with the general public, so that gives me a pretty good grasp on...
Oh, dude, you're a Gen Pop guy?
Yes. Huge Gen Pop. For Gen Pop, Massachusetts, I get a pretty good grasp.
Yeah.
On what people's thoughts are.
You're skewed because you're in Easton.
Massachusetts.
Yes. Well, yeah, no, Massachusetts in general sucks, but yes.
I genuinely feel like my gym, I get the opinions of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Because the way me and you think and the way fucking Seekong thinks,
yeah,
vast minority. Yes?
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Because it's Easton, Now, Easton people are fucking something else. The weather's different in Easton, or
Yeah.
the weather reports are different in Easton.
Yeah, everything's always different in Easton.
But they are pretty on point with other towns, generally.
Yeah, because even though you are in Easton, you pull from other towns in the area. So that's
Well, not
fair.
even that.
That's
It's-
fair.
it's just-
I was aggressively coming at you. I was
About Easton.
Yeah, no, I know.
No, the people in Easton don't think about the shit that's going on differently than other towns,
Right.
or at least the most populated towns in the state. Like, again, Middleborough probably thinks differently, but there's like 14 people living there, and it's like 30,000 square miles.
Yeah, yeah.
It's half the state.
Yeah.
But like I
How
said,
many hectares is that?
I don't know, but Middleborough's a come and get 'em county.
Yeah, yeah.
Town,
very,
whatever.
very red.
Yes.
Mansfield's also very red.
It's not Middleborough.
It's not Middleborough.
It's not Seekonk, Swansea, like whatever. But anyway, so I feel like I get the general gist. People are going back to like traveling again. Like that's what people want to do. They just want to travel.
Yeah.
And like some people are still lame about restaurants. And I just don't fucking get it.
No.
If anything, restaurants have been cleaner than ever.
Yes.
Because
I challenge anybody to walk into a kitchen of a restaurant and find me a grease trap that's not perfectly clean. Whereas in 2019, find me a grease trap that's not totally covered with shit.
yeah. Like that's the thing is, and as a guy was talking to a kid who lives in a he lives in a restaurant. Imagine that.
Stoop kid's afraid to leave the stoop.
Imagine what life events. How bad does your life need to turn where you live in the restaurant?
Both your parents die.
That's got to be a health code violation.
Yeah. The IRS takes all your money.
Imagine that he fucking lives there. I didn't even know that until right now. He works in a restaurant. I was like,
Made up facts.
he said something. Vinny facts. We have a word for that.
Vinny facts. I've thrown Vinny facts at him recently about like the tournaments that we've been doing, and he's like, "No, he just pulls shit." I'm like, nah, dude, that's a Vinny fact.
But with restaurants,
Yes.
some of the stuff is just appalling.
Oh yeah, it's gross. Restaurants are disgusting.
Never worked in one, but that's the thing. And everyone's sitting there like, oh, I don't know. Like, are they wearing gloves? Like, that's what you're worried about?
Did you ever watch the movie Waiting with Ryan Reynolds?
And Dane Cook? No, he was in something else.
No.
He was an employee of the month, I think.
Yes. Yeah, he was with Jessica Simpson.
Yep.
And Dak Shepard. No, Waiting was Ryan Reynolds and Jennifer Aniston. It was a great movie.
But yeah, I mean, people are sitting here like, whatever. The main kicker I've seen, everyone wants to get vaccinated, and then they're like, yeah, but like, I'm like leaving the day, like I'm supposed to get my second shot. I'm like, wow, your life's fucking tough.
Yeah. Not for nothing, but I know personally, like I am 1 degree of Kevin Bacon away from 2 people that got the vaccine and then got COVID.
Really?
Yes.
Like, wait, shot 1 or shot 2?
Shot 1.
And then got it in between.
Yes. Like someone right now that I am 1 degree of Kevin Bacon from has COVID, and they got the shot like 2 weeks ago. The first shot 2 weeks ago.
Oh shit, the shot gave it to them. The shot gave it to him.
Yeah,
You
I
heard
don't
it
know,
here
dude.
first. Sarcasm Speaks, breaking news.
Yeah. We got breaking news.
I guess that's our breaking news sound.
Yeah.
It's extremely low budget. We run a lean operation.
Yeah, it's a news ticker.
No, it's not. The noise you made is nothing.
Yeah, it's just noise. I'm noise.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, here's the preview to the last soiree.
Yes. Yeah, the last soiree is
'Cause
fun.
we had
Did
the-
we even bring that up? I don't even think so.
The last soiree is tomorrow. No, this is going to come out after post soiree.
I mean, this is coming out post soiree, but so we had our initial soiree.
It was just
first
the soiree.
The soiree when we first moved into the house.
Yep.
Tomorrow, for
and
us.
then the pre-COVID times, we had a soiree every weekend because we went to
Yeah.
Twin River to gamble on sports.
Yeah, we had a house full every fucking weekend.
Every weekend during
Every
football season.
weekend.
We had various holidays.
Yes, like Arbor Day and
Easter that year.
Easter that one year.
That
oh
was
my
so
God.
bad.
And Leif Erikson Day and Festivus, like all the important holidays.
Only the holidays that matter.
Yes, only the holidays that matter.
The Natter Day Easter.
The Easter of Natter Year. So we
The last soiree.
tomorrow is our last soiree in the house. Obviously, if you've been listening and following the show long enough, we sold the house. We're moving on. We're doing other stuff, and tomorrow is it. We may be able to squeeze out one more episode tomorrow, but this is going to be Monday's episode. We'll see.
Sure, I'll still be hungover by then.
Yeah, we'll see where we go from there. But you know, this is it. Tomorrow is our final soiree, our swan song, and it's gonna be a very interesting and fun weekend. I'm gonna take a quick second and call out somebody real quick. Nick, I was really hoping you were gonna be here. And I'm really sad. I'm really sad to find out.
I can't
That
believe,
you're not
given
gonna
that
be
he's
able to
been
make
here
it.
once total, that he's not going to be at the last soiree. It's just like so not fitting.
I'm just sad. I just kind of wanted him to come hang out.
We should go get you a Viking helmet tomorrow. It might be a sad Viking.
I'm going to be a sad Viking all day. Thanks, Nick. You have no idea what the Viking helmet even means because it's from us in college.
Yeah.
But
Viking horns down, sad Viking.
I like the confused Viking.
Confused Viking is one up, one down. I think we need Viking helmets tomorrow.
I think we should. Is there an iParty around here anywhere?
Rain them?
Jesus Christ, that's the closest one.
Probably not, but that
What
was the
the fuck?
original. That's where we got the original Viking helmets.
Oh, shit.
11 years ago.
Yeah, shit. It's been a long fucking run. It's been weird. It's the
Is that your high insight take?
No, I'm not high. I wish I was though. I'm not. It's that could be a whole other thing. Avon is the closest one.
That's not closer than Rainham, is it?
Thanks, producer Michaela.
It's 0.2 miles closer.
Yeah. It's like one is 20 and one is 19.8.
Oh, it's like so close.
Yeah.
Close at 9.
Oh, we're not going tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, the two of you and I party right now would be amazing.
I mean,
We would leave with so much shit.
do you want to let us loose? Because you're our driver.
You know we would end up with a gorilla costume and a banana, right?
Yes.
Gotta go all out.
Oh, man. I'm going to save the fucking sappy bullshit, though, for another episode. Fuck that.
Or 3 in the morning tomorrow,
Yeah, whatever.
which technically would be Sunday at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure I'll have something fucking to say at some point. 'Cause
Speech. Speech.
I'm a huge
speech.
bitch. I'm a
Speech.
huge bitch.
He's definitely giving a speech.
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah, you're going to give a speech.
I'm probably going to give a speech.
You'll definitely be giving a speech.
I'm probably gonna give a
whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Will this one be up or down when he gives the speech?
Horns down. Horns down. Sad Viking speech. It's been a long 3 years. It's been, we've lived together for what? Almost 5, right?
No,
We've
it's
been
probably
three-
Around,
we've been 3 here.
It's probably around this time.
And you did a year and a half with me in Bridgewater.
I don't know if that's accurate.
Because we re-upped the lease. You hopped into the lease
Yeah,
in
but
Bridgewater.
I think I came over in like January.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that checks out.
It's only March.
That checks out. Yeah, that's fair.
And then we moved here in February of 2018.
Yeah.
It's probably
4 years?
4 years, 2 months.
Fuck, it's the longest fucking relationship I've ever had.
Fuck. But it's not long enough for common law marriage.
It's the longest I've ever lived with someone.
So you can't get on my dog shit health insurance.
Ah, shit.
You wouldn't want it anyway.
You couldn't get on my good health insurance.
Shit.
All right, so the sale is off.
I need the bennies.
We're in it for the bennies.
It's all about the bennies.
Dude, just change your address. So you can live in Milton, but change your address. And in like 2.5 years, you can collect my bennies.
Now accepting bids for bennies. Anyone want to make me an offer?
Well, no, because you only need 2.5 more years with me, and you would need 7 with anybody else.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
So I hold all the fucking cards here, bitch.
I'm just going to drop all bennies.
You need my bennies. Who's Benny?
I'm sure he's nice.
I'm sure he's great. Fucking A. Well, that's going to do it for us, everybody. Finally.
We're going to get fucking hammered tonight, aren't
You
we?
got probably. We're going to get a banana and a fucking gorilla costume. I mean, let's be real. Thank you for watching. Jesus Christ. If you're still watching on YouTube at this point, we're at the 1.5 hour mark. You might as well just fucking subscribe. Give it the thumbs up. We need all the thumbs ups we can get. Yeah, thumbs. All the thumbs. How many thumbs can you give us? I immediately...
Is the correct answer 2 on the pink, 1 on the stink?
Yes.
Okay.
I immediately thought of thumbs in an asshole. I don't know why, but that's the first place my brain went.
I mean, logically, what else would it go to?
I mean, how many thumbs can you give us up my poop chute?
Given the elasticity of that balloon knot, probably a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty bad at fucking making bets, so it's stretched out pretty good.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh-wee.
I did not check
Oh,
the gambling circuit
the
whatsoever.
NHL bets. Fuck us. Well, if you're listening at this point and you've made it this far, you might as well also subscribe and fuck it, dude. Like I said, if you've made it this far, tell every single person you know. The first thing I want you to do when you meet a new acquaintance is, hey, have you heard of Sarcasm Speaks? They're a hilarious podcast. You should listen to them. It's probably one of the best podcasts I've ever listened to. Check them out and make sure you subscribe also.
I don't think we got any plays. We're good.
All right.
But if you did have a play, where would the peoples go? MyBookie.ag.
Oh, no, dude, that's right. I was thinking, like, I don't know, dude, are the Bruins playing? You should bet against them. You should go to mybookie.com. When you sign up, you make your initial deposit. Use our promo code, SarcasmPod. They will match your deposit for 50% up to $1,000. What that means, for those of you that don't do math good, is you deposit $1,000 and they give you $500 for free. And then they also throw in an extra $20 because they're good guys, just like us. So
Allegedly.
yeah, this is Sunday morning, easy listening. Go to mybookie.com. They'll match your deposit for 50% up to $1,000. I can't wait to get a gorilla costume tonight. Thank you all for being here. Like I said, I'm sure I actually have some good news for you all in our next episode, whenever that is. But thank you all, seriously. I really appreciate it. Stick with us. The next, like I said, we recorded early. We're on a Friday night here. We're gonna record a couple episodes in a row to give us a couple in the bank to get us through the move and all that fun shit. So, you can find us on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. We're running a cheese tournament right now. Like I said, this when this comes out on Monday, we're gonna probably be going into the semifinals for the cheese tournament. So go vote. If you don't vote, you're a huge fucking bitch. Just vote. It's fun. We're on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. Real easy. Go follow us. Go vote in the cheese tournament. It's fun. The tournaments are fun. They're meaningless. They're dumb, but it's a good distraction from the stupidity of the real world. You can find us on Twitter at Sarcasm_speaks. Sorry for burping into the microphone. That's very unprofessional of me. And we are on Facebook at Sarcasm Speaks. And until next time, I hope you all enjoyed shooting the breeze. Good night, everybody.